Welcome back to the Lovin Daily. It's Sunday. We're about to take you through the top trending stories that everyone in Dubai is talking about. We are super excited. On the show this morning, we have Greta Beckett. She scaled virtually the Burj Khalifa last night. Her legs must be in pain, and we're going to hear all about that later in the show. Welcome, by the way. Woo! And we're also talking about the fact that if you have Dogecoin, if you've been investing, you're in good luck because you could actually purchase real estate in Dubai with that cryptocurrency. We're also talking about the comedy festival. We have so many great our stories lined up this morning.
Yes, we'll also be talking about the Dubai metro station and about how the UAE has overtaken Israel in the global vaccination ranking. So all great news, but the weekend had some better news for all of the UAE, which was...
Congratulations, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai. He is a dad.
Woo!
And we are just, I don't know, I have goosebumps even saying it. Like when that photo, first of all, the announcement.
Yeah.
Then the photo.
Then the photo.
When you realized he had
twins. Ooh. I remember I got so excited in the evening. He posted up the photo on his Instagram, right? You were just, guys!
Obviously. Twins. But no, what's so sweet is that in terms of, I'll try really hard not to gush, but in terms of being a great dad, like we always see him with members of the family over the last number of years. Like he's always sharing photos. You know, he just has that incredible paternal instinct.
Very true. How he is with the little cousins of his.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and all those pictures that he always puts out, and he's always playing and having fun with the little ones. And now he has his own.
I can't wait to see how they grow up. And if we'll see them in the, if they'll be on his Instagram. Do you think we'll just get one photo and that'll be it? What do you think?
I don't know. I hope we see more. Because like little babies, and when they start walking and do cute stuff, babies are so cute.
I love hearing Simran talk about babies because her face just like lights up and you just become this like...
Baby, just wanna, you know...
What is that? I just wanna...
You know, in your brain, there's this receptors, like the anger and the cuteness are the same receptors. So when you see a baby that, you know, when you want to eat the baby, people say, it's so cute, I want to eat the baby.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like the thing in the brain, receptors are the same.
Does that mean you become the same level of angry, matching the same level of kind of emotion and awe?
I will Google it and get back to you with the correct information.
But it's interesting because if that was the case, because in general I don't get that excited about babies, but also I don't get that angry.
Oh, okay, see?
But if it's Sheikh Hamdan's baby, then I get excited.
Oh, by the way, you got your second dose of the vaccination, right, on Thursday?
Yeah.
How was it? Did you get any symptoms?
Second dose of Pfizer, which I've heard people have had bad experiences with, and I was tired on Thursday night and Friday, and I was working a little bit on Friday morning, and I was just like, I didn't need to be kind of in bed laid up, but actually when I got home on Friday for the day, I was just listless. I didn't check my fever, but I imagine I had a small one, and I just wasn't myself for the most part of the next day. So forgetting that was my experience. Like it wasn't too bad, and I wasn't nervous that it was going to get worse because I think that's what I thought that was running through my head before because I've heard a lot of bad experiences. But I needed like 8 hours to just not communicate with anyone and just to like be me.
Yes, you need that rested period.
Yeah, under a duvet watching TV. So
well, you're all fine now.
I'm fine now, all vaccinated, super excited. Breakfast Sunday, by the way, we've kind of skipped it, but Simran has brought in a feast.
Yes, all for me. We're both having cakes today.
Yeah. Did you make those? They look like you made them.
No, I got them from Spinneys.
Little pancakes?
Yeah.
Can we talk about how much?
$2.
$2.
All of this was for 2 dirhams.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is not an ad for Spinneys, but that's good.
That looks really yummy, by the way.
Tell me about your decision to not have sauce.
I forgot the sauce. I thought there would be some in the office, but I scoured the place, found nothing. So just gonna have plain cakes and maybe dip them in your frosting.
So shout out to Simran for having 2 dirham pancakes, a whole tray, but the fact that she has no sauce and she's eating them, I just think it's just not okay.
Wild.
It's wild. YOLO, Sunday, pancakes and no sauce. Okay, let's jump into our top stories this morning. A Dubai real estate company will accept Dogecoin as payment. And I hope I'm pronouncing that wrong. I started saying Dogcoin. It's not how you pronounce it. So as you guys know, cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin, XRP, Ethereum and Bitcoin, they've been taking over the market. Now, a Dubai real estate company has decided it's time to take advantage of the growing industry. So Samana developers, they announced it will begin accepting Dogecoin as a payment option for its latest project in JVC. Now, you can either also get a 5% discount if you use Dogecoin. So not only can you pay with it, you can also get 5% discount on the property for Dogecoin users. Like, this is so interesting because I think the Dogecoin jet plane to the moon in terms of like cryptocurrencies was going up and up and up and up and up. It dipped last week, but it's still interesting that despite the dip, they're still going to accept it because they recognize that cryptocurrencies could be here for the long haul. I don't have cryptocurrencies. Anyone in this room have cryptocurrencies?
I was just, I feel like now is the best time to invest, right, in cryptocurrencies now that it's dipped so much. People who've invested are just like, what even? But now if you were thinking of investing and if you know it's going to grow in the coming months or coming years, I don't know. I think now would be a good time.
Now would be a good time.
Yeah.
Richie, can you talk to us about your crypto? Do you have time?
I would not like to disclose how much I've lost.
Oh, no. Sounds like quite an amount.
But let me get my mic. But I know that other people have lost more. So
yeah, but it's all relative to what you put in and what you have. So yeah, someone's probably lost $1 million dirham, but they probably had that to lose. So if you didn't lose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people put in everything they had into this, thinking that it's gonna grow fast. Like that's the trend right now. And then Elon Musk is like, coins.
To the moon, to the moon, to the
It's just one tweet.
We have cryptocurrency.
Here we go.
Expert.
Cryptocurrency expert in the room.
Okay.
All right.
Reception and I saw the picture of the Doge and I was like, cute. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
So Richard,
I need to give him a mic. 1 second, guys.
Sorry.
I asked Richie how much he had lost. Rich is, when we talk in the office about cryptocurrencies, Rich is the person that people ask because for years he has been investing small sums, which is really interesting when you see it grow. So then we actually have a couple of people in the office who got the apps and are using, I don't know if you can use Robinhood here, but they're investing small sums to see how they do. And then they always ask Rich for advice. I still didn't jump on that bandwagon. Don't have any money.
I feel you.
Okay, you got a pay rise.
Okay, go on. Did you invest in Dogecoin?
I invested in Dogecoin.
When?
Between 2018 and 2019. So between summer 2018 and early 2019, yeah, I moved it around a few different ones, but so basically the thesis was that digital currencies are going to be in the future. Why? Simply speed, utility. Why do we use delivery apps? Same thing. It's amazing, the newer technologies, not Bitcoin, the newer ones, how fast they move money. It's amazing. So they can move everything faster, so that we will use them. It's just, there's a lot of speculation, there's a lot of bubble, and there's a lot of narratives, and there's a lot of stories. But back then, I saw so many coming on, ICOs and stuff, and I didn't go in the first wave, because I kind of ignored it from 2012 to 2017. I was like, I'm focused on media, I'm going to ignore it. But then, when I started buying Bitcoin, I was like, what will this mean for media? And I started buying all the coins that were related to content. So Coil, Steam, BAT, Basic Attention Token, and I bought 290,000 Dogecoins.
If you don't know what Dogecoin is, if you're looking at the photo on Facebook, it was made as a joke to kind of make fun of all of the other genuine cryptocurrencies, and the actual emblem for the Dogecoin is a meme. So the fact that you put money into this 2 years ago,
well,
it's just surprising.
Well, I would say the fact that you say it was made as a joke, because that's
what the New York Times said.
It's what the media has peddled as a narrative. Why did I do it? Because I like memes, or because I saw that it was because I saw that when I saw that it was built on Litecoin, and it's a way to tip and token. Have you seen that episode of Black Mirror where our attention is being rewarded for time? Lots of those narratives are coming around in creator economy and things like that in media. However, That's why I invested in it. Could be wrong, speculate, could be wrong. And now there's this whole, it was created as a joke. The guy who created it in 2 hours. He doesn't own any. He's on Twitter the whole time getting involved in the conversation. But yeah, so obviously Elon Musk and et cetera, but I held it all that time from 0.302, and then I got really excited in January because it went from it went up to 0.05.
I don't know what that means.
So less than a cent,
Okay.
right? No, yeah, way less than a cent. And then it started going between 0.2 and 0.5 cents, which was January, February, which was crazy. Like I went to bed one night and I woke up next morning. I think $1,000 or $2,000 became $22,000. Like as I woke up in the morning, and then reveal everything. But like, but then, but then it kept going up. But then it moved it around, and yeah. So, but it still would drop 40%. So you think, shit. Excuse my French. I lost $50,000 or so through this stuff. But again, it's like people are like, oh, you
lost $50,000.
Oh, yeah, it would have dropped 40% last week.
But
I'm not able for that game.
But I did take out profits in things, so I've actually kind of
doubled all my initial investment is safe and sound somewhere. However, people would think that it's, the stock market in the 30s and 40s was known as gambling. It was like pick a horse. It was like, do I like the name of this company? That was the stock exchange. And then it matured, and investors and books and narratives and media built up around it. There was no media around investment at the time, and now there is. And the same with crypto media coming along a lot. But so the thinking is, oh, don't be greedy, it's going up. But I do genuinely believe I'm owning part of the token economy, and I'm owning part of things that we will use in the future. Some yes, some no. But for example, basic attention token, shouldn't hijack the show. Basic attention token is BAT. It's got a browser called Brave, right? It's like Chrome. It's faster. It doesn't have ads. I use it now on my app. It's got, I think, 30 million monthly active users. You don't think you're investing in blockchain. You're using a browser, yet it's powered by blockchain, and you can tip Lovin Dubai. If you go on Brave, you can tip Lovin Dubai with Brave. Yeah, no, but like that's what's happening. That's what's happening. So like, why do we kind of plug into the media and go, oh, look at those, like, look at that speculative stuff, the red, the green, how much it's gone up and down. It is speculative, and there's loads of narratives around it, but I'm following the media part of it.
So to you,
Dogecoin's a tipping mechanism. And
what if
YouTube today added Dogecoin as tipping? Just like that. Just like we're seeing, you're talking about property, but what if Google, Spotify, anyone, TikTok,
well, they usually
pretty
would,
possible.
And that's the way they're going.
and when that happens?
So my final question to you is, all of the people in this office here who are interested in crypto coin and we wish we were making that money, is it a gambler's game? Because I know what you've said, but is it for all of us to get involved today?
But the stock market's a gambler's game. It depends on your discipline. It depends on your strategy.
It depends on your ethos. I believe it depends how you've learned about money management and accumulating wealth as a young person. Do they teach it in schools? What do your banks do? How do you learn about it? What do you do with savings? Like, it's all relative. It wouldn't be like skip all that important stuff and jump into an app because it's easy. Like, there's a lot of people criticizing Elon Musk because there's a lot of retail traders on Robinhood in the US, 15-20 million. A lot of them are coming here, a lot of different apps, and people are just getting excited by the ups and downs. It's easy. It's like swiping or liking. It's easy, but that's if you do that, and you can have real losses. And there is stories of suicide with Robinhood in the US, and the money wasn't even lost. Like, this serious depression. It's gambling is illegal here, and it's also very serious illness, right? In many things. So you have to be careful about it. You have to be really, really careful about it. I wouldn't do it. I didn't do it for 4 or 5 years until I felt educated and disciplined enough to do it. And now I don't get scared. I don't wake up and go, hey, I lost that money, because to me it didn't exist. It's like, will this thing happen? Will we use the internet? If we're sitting here in 1990, will we use digital currencies? Absolutely. Yeah, but what happened? Facebook have deemed that's coming. There's a lot of currencies that come. The reason it dropped last week, by the way, one of the biggest reasons is because of China, because they're holding back. But it's like a company in the stock market. When a news comes out that people aren't waiting for, it kind of drops, like gold prices and stuff. And it's the same with crypto. You know, these new things have an impact. If you look at social networks, the prices of them from 2012 onwards, like there were so many things that people didn't believe in, and they didn't understand what the global news announcements mean on those things, and then people get more used to it. I love the picture of Shiba Inu with the Burj Al Arab. It was amazing. What do you think of that dog, Simran?
Adorable.
Would he be friends with Goose?
I would Dogecoin.
Yeah, see, there we go. But one last thing on Dogecoin, like it shouldn't have been the one that people talk about because it's a joke and it's not that solid. And even the GitHub, the developer, you know, but somehow it is, and that's branding, and that's incredible. Like you talk about branding and marketing for the biggest companies in the world and how long it took, right? And then you think of Snapchat. What Snapchat? What color? What icon? What color?
Yellow.
And what icon? Ghost. That's valuable. They had their results the other day and they have 500 million users. Someone tweeted in Sweden that someone said 90% of a certain age group are on Snapchat, and one guy tweeted in Sweden, no, it's 100%. If you're not on Snapchat, you don't exist. Like, that's incredible. And when people are jumping in to these trading apps, and there's loads of them now, and they know the dog, and they know the color, and they know the name. Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
Oh, is it like I might try a little bit on Dogecoin because I've heard about it?
Absolutely. It's like why you would buy a burger brand, you know, or a store. Like it's simply that powerful.
Mm-hmm. But so, going back to the main point is
you can buy property with it.
Here you can buy property, but Rich said the main thing is it's years of education before like it.
Well, accepting Dogecoin for a property, they haven't published too much information about how they're doing it, but you can still take that Dogecoin out, put it into fiat currency.
I could and buy the property anyway. So I don't know. It's just this. I bought a painting with Bitcoin, like transferred it with Bitcoin from an exchange to a wallet, and it took 12 minutes to transfer. Right? So not fast enough. Faster than banks, but not fast enough. You need 12 seconds.
It's going to go up again, right? Crypto.
No. I think but 2 or 3 years. I think people are saying the Bitcoin is going to go to 10 or 12. I think it'll stay between 20 and 30 for 2 or 3 years. Or so. I think you have to be patient, right? But like if you bought in at 50, you're going to panic and get frustrated at some of that period and go cut your losses, right? It's like property, right? So but over time, long term, Oh, absolutely.
So keep your money in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye bye. Thank you, Richard. That is your expertise. We'll have to have a segment, Crypto Rich, but we'll move on because there's some big news in vaccination global rankings. There's some big news in metro stations. We're going to be talking about scaling the Burj Khalifa. But our next story of the day.
Yes, moving on. The UAE overtakes Israel for global vaccination rankings. Now, the UAE, like I said, has overtaken Israel and has bumped up to the #1 spot in vaccine doses administered per 100 people. Now, on Thursday, May 20th, the UAE administered more than 120 doses of COVID-19 vaccinations per 100 people, and according to the NCEMA, more than 73.88% of the UAE's population who are eligible for the vaccine and above the age of 16 have been vaccinated.
Woohoo!
And thus far, the UAE has administered more than 11.9 million doses of the vaccine since its nationwide inoculation program in December 2020 was rolled out.
I mean, it's a fantastic stat.
Amazing. We are #1 now in the world, so that's a huge, incredible milestone for the UAE in terms of the vaccination program.
I think over this weekend we topped 12 million doses of a country of 9-point-something million people. It's just interesting. I'd love to know how many first doses have been given out versus second. But as I said, like 73% of the eligible population are vaccinated. Like I said, I got my second one done, so we're on that road. It means travel's going to open up. You can get to different events if you're vaccinated, which is awesome.
Exactly, yeah.
Super cool.
So now, because with the recent changes and amends of the, like how you can go about the UAE and go about in Dubai with COVID-19 restrictions, they've made it clear that if you are vaccinated, then only you can attend concerts and certain events. So yeah, guys, get yourself vaccinated. The UAE is already well on its way to get the whole population done. So
Seha, DHA, get your MRN health number, get on, get it done, and we can live a more open society. Speaking of open society and events and activities, last night Eddie Griffin closed the show for Dubai Comedy Festival. This was actually 10 days of comedy happening all over the city. So they had events at Souk Madinat, Dubai World Trade Center, Dubai Opera. So shout out to them for kind of being able to pull off so many events and getting so many people in, and also doing it social distance with social distancing in mind. They had comedians from all over the world. They had Maz Jabrani, Ali Al Saeed from here. He was actually the opener for Eddie Griffin last night, which was really, really great. But just in general, it's nice to be able to report that these things are happening, that these events are moving, and that people are laughing. I actually got to go to the closing of the show last night. If anyone was there, by the way, did you enjoy it? What did you think? Eddie Griffin is kind of, a lot of comedians are famous for towing the line, right?
yeah,
Like they're famous for, you know, if I offend you, I'm telling a joke. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, suck it up.
Suck it up, exactly. And like his final kind of closer, his finisher was, he basically went through all of the stereotypes of people that he'd spoken to throughout the show, and he was like, if I offended you, you know, you're here to laugh and just kind of get over it. But I thought it was a fantastic show. It was great to see kind of people giving a standing ovation near where I was sitting, which was cool. There was clearly some big fans there, and I love that kind of buzz and energy of people who clearly love him and know his career and know who he knows in the industry, and they were like shouting out questions and stuff during the show, so I really like that.
And he took in the questions, he answered them while he was on the stage.
Yeah, so it was kind of like he was doing like a bit on actually people who've died and people who are famous, and then people were just like shouting out names, and he would talk about like a really brief summary of like how he knew them and stuff. But it was a really kind of cool way to talk to the audience, and it was just funny. It was just nice to be out.
And you met him in person?
I did.
Who was that?
It was awesome. It was so cool because obviously I was meant to interview him like last week.
Yeah.
And that didn't work because, you know, we have issues with things and technologies. But it was so cool because he had flown in on Thursday night, and when we got backstage at Dubai Opera, which I've never been before, so you have like that experience of like just feeling that you're somewhere super cool, and they have like makeup room and like stage show and like all this kind of cool thing, and like all photos of cool shows that have happened before. And then we went in to wait, and they were like, Eddie's really jet lagged, so he's going to take a half an hour nap, so wait. And I was like, absolutely not. Very happy to sit here. Also, I'm nervous, so I'm going to prepare. And then he just comes out, and he is so slick and so confident and so legendary. Like, he was just, you know, the way that people have the status about them, like the star presence.
Yeah.
So he just kind of came out, looked super cool, wearing head to toe black, went in, he sat kind of with like lights glowing around him, and every question that I asked, it was a super short interview, he thought about it and gave really quick but powerful, thoughtful answers and funny. So it was really cool. We're going to have it live later in the week on Lovin Meet, so stay tuned to check it out. But yeah, that whole experience was awesome, and we're sitting quite close to the front, so it was
exciting following you on your stories, because you posted like very little but 2-3 stories about it. I'm like, oh my god, we see in person.
We do, yeah. I was just like, I don't think the fangirling of meeting like kind of iconic legendary people will ever end, because it's just like, oh cool, why am I here? It was great.
Nice. I mean, you're vaccinated, you can go for all these concerts, events. Yes, unlike us who are yet to be vaccinated. But moving on.
Should get on it though.
I should. But anyway, moving on. 2 more Dubai Metro stations to open up in 9 days. Now, Dubai Metro's Route 2020 previously added 4 stations that were super appreciated by residents who live nearby. And that was the Jebel Ali, which is a transfer station on the Red Line, and the other 3 are stationed in the Gardens, Discovery Gardens, and Al Farjan. Now, in just 9 days, which is June 1st to be exact, Dubai Investment Park Station and the Expo 2020 stations will be added to the list of destinations. However, the Expo site station can only be accessed by those authorized to access the site of Expo until its official public opening on October 1st. And also with that, you might fancy knowing that Dubai is planning to bring 55% of its residents within 800 meters of the metro stations. So this will be a part of the Dubai's 2040 master plan.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think anyone in those areas is going to be delighted to know that their area is being serviced by the metro.
Yeah.
I think that's something that they've been probably waiting for a long time. People have probably moved to that area because the metro is coming. I love the metro. Like the metro is like so clean, it's fast, it's great.
It's so convenient.
It's convenient if you live on it.
Yeah, I hope they open one in JVC and because so many people, it's because JVC is picking up a lot of attraction right now, and a lot of the residents there would feel so much more comfortable having a metro station beside them. So hopefully soon.
Next one.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Because when I'm starting to do apartment hunt, and one of my main criteria is finding a place with a metro station that's in walking distance. So I know that must be a requirement for so many people.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we will be seeing the metro expand in time.
How is the apartment hunt going?
Excellent. Put me in depression, but it's fine.
Tell us why you're moving.
Why am I moving? Because the Expo prices. I stay in a hotel apartment, so because of the Expo, prices and rent across all hotels and hotel apartments will be bumped up.
Really?
Like mine will be. Yeah, will
but
be.
It hasn't been because
slowly.
Yeah, but it's interesting. But if it doesn't, like, as in, you know, everyone has different experiences. But Kauthar was about, hey Kauthar, if you're listening, she, in our office, she went to renew her contract and was about to pay the price and not negotiate with the landlord because she was happy with the price, and they knocked off like, oh, I don't want to over exaggerate, but I think 7K off the annual bill.
Well, that's amazing. Maybe that's for residential areas. Residential rents, but I stay in a hotel apartment, so I think that's different. Yeah, so for me, they're gonna bump it up to a crazy amount. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pack my bags and peace.
So it's speculative that they could bump it up.
No, they will.
Yeah, they probably will. But you're looking for somewhere closer to home.
Close to the metro, anywhere close to the metro. Yeah.
That's it. I look forward to hearing Simran's house hunting search. I think we should have a little, daily update or a weekly
like
update.
a diary, a video diary on it.
Yeah.
It'll be just really sad. You'll just see me crying all the time. But let's not have that.
It's the positivity. That's why I want to see it. Guys, stay tuned. Today on the Lovin Daily, we're joined by Greta Beckett, an athlete that has been part of Golf for Good event to climb the Burj Khalifa virtually last night. She'll be with us right after this break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Daily. Right now we're joined by Greta Beckett. Last night you virtually scaled the Burj Khalifa. What were you thinking?
It was fun. So it was cool. It's for the Golf for Good charity. So we had to do the elevation of Burj Khalifa. There was 3 ways you could do it. You could do the floor climb, which is 160 floors.
Okay.
You could do either just near 3,000 steps, or you could do the elevation, which was the longer version, which is like 828.9 meters.
Okay.
So we started off, I had 2 of my friends come over, Dubai Fitness Challenge hero Gani and my friend Marina, and they came over to the house and we said, okay, you know what, we're going to do 160 floors. So we did 160, it was only 4 times my building, it's a 39-story building. So we said, you know what, let's go, we'll go for it again.
So that's the elevation, so you had 3 options and you went for the kind of hardcore more challenge.
Yeah, we said we'd go. So we did 7 rounds of my 39-story skyscraper. So yeah, 843 meters, it was fun.
It sounds fun. And before we get into the whys, first of all, how are your legs feeling right now?
They're good, but they're well conditioned, so it's okay. It's something I like to walk up my skyscraper regularly.
What floor do you live on?
I live on floor 20, but I will never go into the staircase and do 20 floors. I always go to the top. 39 floors, 120 meters. It's
really, really funny that we're having this conversation today, because on Thursday we work, if anyone knows, we work on the 42nd floor, Lovin Dubai, and the lifts at 6 p.m. are an absolute nightmare. So when we were leaving the office on Thursday, Richie and I got stuck, so we were like, okay, we'll walk down.
Oh, walking down is a lot harder, by the way.
Well, it was fine at the time. Next,
Your calves.
next day, fine. But that was it Friday afternoon, Saturday? I don't know, Richie, if you want to give us your impression, but my legs were just sunk.
It's your calves when you go downstairs. Because going upstairs is great. It's low impact. We go up the stairs, we take the lift down.
Ah,
yes,
interesting.
We don't walk down the stairs because it's too much impact on your joints.
I was wondering. I was like, does that count if you go up and down?
Yeah, no.
Some
people go up and down. If you're training for like a hike, you're going to have to train up and down because you're not going to get an elevator down the mountain.
Of course not.
But of course, for stair climbing, we just go up.
Okay. Talk about, you said well conditioned. How do you condition for something like this? Stairs every day.
I walk the stairs. For Lent, I did it every day. So I continued for, I think it was like 65 consecutive days I was doing the stairs. But in my mind, I have a bigger challenge to do. So I would really like to do the elevation of Everest in my stairs. Many people in Dubai have done it.
Okay.
But it would be 75 rounds in my building. So I would plan to do it in 24 hours, 3 rounds per hour. Do it for 24 hours.
So when I was figuring out Burj Khalifa, that's actually 829 meters, which is nearly 10k upstairs. Yeah. So
it's nearly a virtual kilometer.
So nearly virtual kilometer. So to get to Everest, you're doing that.
It's nearly 8,900 meters, 8,849 meters. Yeah. It's called Everesting. So I've done Everesting before on Zwift on the indoor bike. Okay. So I spent 13 and a half hours cycling the elevation of Everest on my turbo trainer, which gives hill gradient. Great stuff. It was brilliant. I love these challenges.
You're very inspiring to people who are listening. But
I want to do it on the stairs.
You want to do it on the stairs, and we will follow that story because you've been with Golf for Good, and you're also an elite athlete, and you've been representing since 2017. So you're not really a stranger to this kind of stuff.
No.
Tell us about different challenges that you've done in the past that have been highlights.
Well, I traveled around the world racing up a lot of skyscrapers. My favorite one so far has been Empire State Building in New York, which was back in May 2019.
And that's actually there?
Actually in New York,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it was really, really good fun.
That's amazing.
My next race is supposed to be the Eiffel Tower. So that was a really exciting one. I got a slot for that last year when I was in an air boot. Bad timing. I was like, oh gosh. But I was like, I'm going to hop up that stairs. I'm going to go. No matter what happens, I'm going to go because it's going to be
an air boot,
amazing.
So you had an injury or something?
COVID hit. So with COVID, it was postponed to September of last year, then it was postponed to March, then it was postponed to the end of June. Now it's going to be next March. So I've got plenty of time to get ready for it.
So it's still happening?
It's still happening.
And well, when will you slot in Everest here? Will you do it before or after?
I want to do it maybe in July, but also Teen Angel Wolf that you work with. I do a lot of virtual climbs with them and challenges, and they will have their Asia group set, I think, next month. So maybe if I could slot into that, you pick...
Yeah, so what's cool is Team Angel Wolf do a monthly challenge at the last weekend of every month, and they invite everyone around the world to join them to choose a height to scale based on the continents. So
I think next month it could be Asia. So that would be cool. So if you could like tie it into that, it'd be fun. Because what I like about these challenges is you raise money for charity. You're getting fit, you're keeping fit, so you're doing something good for yourself. But also then when you involve the community, you're connected. So even with this Burj Khalifa challenge, we had people from Mexico join. We had a 76-year-old woman from Northern Ireland that lives in Houston, Marshall O'Loughlin. Yeah. She did it yesterday. We had a group of runners in Mexico this morning. I think there was like 12, 13 of them doing the elevation of Burj Khalifa for charity. We had the #1 stair runner in the world, Susie Walsham, who was based in Australia. She joined in the challenge, and we have Wai Ching based in Malaysia. Now this guy, he's #2 in the world. I first met him in Shanghai, and he said to me 4 years ago, I'm going to be world #1. And I said, well done, it's good to have dreams. This guy is now world #2. He's literally made this his job, and he's doing it. So his ultimate dream is to come to Dubai and do a Guinness World Record in the actual Burj Khalifa. Wow. So if anybody on here can help him do that, please. Get him onto the Burj Khalifa. But get you there, like get people I'll come possible. Too. But this is so incredible. So how does this community build of people that are inspired? Because I think I like what you said, that it's community building, and it's also for charity. So you're all raising money for charity. How do people get involved if people are watching today and they want to scale these buildings with you guys? What's the process? So Golf for Good, they will put up an event. So it's like a month from now, we're going to do Burj Khalifa. You can sign up to the challenge, you make your donation, Then we had this lovely
Is
Zoom
there a
call.
specific amount of donation that you have to get?
For this one, it was 100 dirhams. Sometimes it can be less, sometimes it can be whatever you want to join. Even if you don't have 100 dirham, if you want to donate 50, if you want to donate 30 dirham, we're not going to say no. Of course, every amount counts.
Yeah.
So for this particular challenge, it was to build SOS villages for children in Kyrgyzstan. So it's a really nice cause. Last year we did it for children affected with COVID around the world. I think that one, everyone wanted to get involved because everybody we know has been affected by COVID. It's just a really, really nice thing to do.
100%.
So yesterday morning we had a Zoom call, so we all came online and did an introduction. We had a warm up together, and then we all did
nice.
So we all did it as a community. And like, you didn't have to do it yesterday morning. You could have done it the day before. You could do it today. Then we all share our pictures, and it's just really, and everyone's talking about it. There was like a great hype about it. This year, people went to Wadi Chakra, to the steps there. They were doing it. There was people in Oman.
What time of the day were they doing that?
In the morning.
Yeah,
Very early in the morning.
4 a.m.
And even over at the Dubai Marriott Hotel, there was a group of people doing that on Friday morning. So it just brings people together. But as I said, it's for yourself. You're getting fit. You're making friends in the community, and you're doing it for charity. It's a win-win.
Exactly, and it's so lovely because I think these things, like even, and I know they're not directly related, but let's say this Golf for Good charity event, the comedy festival, these things can happen in Dubai, so many people are involved, but yet they can go unnoticed at the same time. So it's great to kind of bring awareness to the fact that this amazing charity event was running this weekend. People were running up and down the stairs. Do you ever meet people on the stairs? Is there like a stair runners that you...
I actually am part of a global running group called Total Motion Tower Runners. So their main base would be in London. But because all of us on social media brought all of us together, we have the t-shirts, we'll do events together virtually. Before it was great because obviously we were traveling around the world racing up skyscrapers, so we could meet each other. But now we still have that connection virtually, which is incredible. And then because you're talking to these people so much, they become your friends.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is any sport I will do, I like to make a community about it. When I run with Adidas Runners Dubai. If I'm on an indoor bike on Zwift, I'm with Team Valhalla, which is a Scandinavian group that's now become global. If I'm doing tower running, I'm doing it with Total Motion Tower Runners. So everything is part of something bigger. If I'm cycling, it's with a cycling group in Dubai. You know, it's do sport, but if you make it about the community, you're going to get fit, you're going to make friends, and you'll never feel like you're training. It's just the domino effect.
And that helps because I think once that you have someone pushing you to take part. But I read as well that you're involved in kind of promoting awareness for positive mental health. Why is that important for you?
So my background is, before I moved to Dubai in 2014, I was a psychiatric nurse on an acute female unit in Tala Hospital in Ireland, with the best nursing team ever, I might add. If you ever...
2 Irish girls, by the way.
2 Irish girls, Waterford and Kilkenny. So I'm very passionate about mental health, and I think even with COVID, it was all about social distancing. But what you have to be aware of, don't let social distancing lead to social isolation. So it was very important, especially these virtual challenges, anything that can bring people together. Like last year was fantastic because we were all in our houses. We couldn't go anywhere. But we could all come online. We had one cause, was like, we're going to raise money for children. We're going to climb the stairs in our house. We're going to chat about it afterwards. It gave people a goal. It was just amazing. It really, really was. And everyone was chatting, and it just made a huge difference to people's mental health.
Well, congratulations on the Burj Khalifa.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully Everest is next. That's the next one we're going to have the big headlines for. But I must say, Greta and I met once before at an Irish Business Network event, and the last time we spoke was because
my mum, Pauline, in Freshford in Ireland, is a huge fan. So we're at was it IBN? It was maybe 10 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. in Ireland. So I was like, oh my God, my mum is a huge fan of the show. Let's call her. So I call her, she's in bed, I put her on loudspeaker. What is the name of that show that you really like? And she goes, oh, Lovin Dubai. And I was like, what's the name of that girl? She goes, oh, Casey, she's fantastic. I'm like, well, thank God you said that, because guess what I have on the phone for you?
Oh, that's
so nice.
But it was just so nice. Like, your mom is at home in Ireland and she watches our show for Dubai News. It was like such a nice thing for us to hear, but also like, amazing that she's watching. So if you're watching,
hi Pauline.
Hi Pauline. And she always comments as well, so that's always good.
She loves the show.
Well, congratulations, and we'll keep up with your efforts, and everyone else who's involved with Golf for Good. What you're doing is incredible. So yeah, just keep up the good work.
And the good thing about this year is they have many physical challenges that you can join. You can go to Kyrgyzstan. There's Machu Picchu. They have Uganda. They have a base camp challenge. So you can actually physically get involved in the community, raise funds, and actually go to these places and you know, it's amazing.
Yeah,
What they do is incredible.
And always hearing the Dubai community getting involved in these stories, like to hear that there's people up. What mountain did you say on the weekend?
Oh, Wadi Chakra, the steps.
People up doing the steps of Wadi Chakra, like, well done.
So we went there on Friday morning with Adidas runners Dubai. We were cleaning up rubbish.
Ah, cool.
Oh, it's so sad. If you go to these places, please pick up after yourselves. It's really, really bad. So we went up there and with the Run for the Oceans campaign. So we did a nice little trail run, had our rubbish bags, picked up all the trash on the way, and then, got rid of it.
I think it's only when you start picking up trash in places you see how much has actually been left behind. And you're like, how am I feeling?
We all need to be very mindful of it.
For another day. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. That is it for us on the Lovin Daily. Stay safe, wash your hands. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place.
Bye.
Bye.